Yeah, so we are continuing with our tutorial. We shall be drawing some simple AutoCAD. We shall be making some simple AutoCAD drawings. So I'll be sharing with you Google Drive where these drawings are. So we have this right here, and what you're required to do is to draw it exactly as it looks like in this picture. So for study purposes, we shall go step by step, and we shall see how we can go about this. So if you are in an exam of AutoCAD, you're normally given 30 minutes, because you're given 2 to 3 numbers. So each number you're given, I think it is 30 minutes. 30 minutes to do each number. So the paper is normally 1.5 hours, but it depends on the institution where you are. But normally they give you 1.5 hours for doing 3 numbers, meaning that each and every number is given 30 minutes. So you're given 30 minutes to draw this, but as someone who has been practicing, this drawing alone can only take you 5 minutes to complete it. Well completed with all the dimensioning and everything, it only takes you only 5 minutes to draw it. So as I told you earlier, for study purposes, we shall go slowly. So if you feel that you're now an expert, you can do it quickly, but for study purposes, we shall go step by step. So as I told you that we shall be exploring the different tools and how to use them, and today we shall be seeing some other tools I told you about to explain them in details. We shall be seeing most of them. So here is the drawing. So when you're given such a drawing, what you have to do first is to get the center lines. So you have to identify where which object is in the middle of each and every objects which are in the drawing. So if you look critically, and if you're very keen, you'll find that this circle over here where my cursor is, this circle here, it is the center of this object here. So this center is the most important part. If you identify it, then it is where our focal point will be, and we shall be moving from this side going to we shall be starting from the center line. Then we shall see how to draw all these objects. So again, if you look critically, you'll see that this diagram here or this picture here, we have these circles. This one is on my left, then this one is on right, but the one on my left is labeled. We have this symbol here where my cursor is. This represents diameter, so they are telling you that the diameter of this circle is 1.50. So you have to take care of the precision, and we are having 2 decimal places. It's 1.50. So if you're labeling, if you're labeling, you have to keep it 2 decimal places as it is given, because if you do less or more, your marks will be reducing. So we keep it exactly as we have been given. So now the inner circle in this is 0.75. It is also the diameter, so you have to take note. But going to this these two circles on my right hand side, you will find that they were not labeled. Reason why? Because the two circles on the left are exactly the same as the two circles on right, so there is no need of naming these and then coming back to rename these two circles. So you have to be keen on how these things are made. So even in a more complex diagram, you may find that some objects will be named and others won't be. And reason being because they are similar, they are the same. And we are having leaving alone the two circles which are similar, these two similar to these ones. Then we have, whenever you see R stands for radius, then you just know that there is a circle there. So this circle here, there is a circle here and it has a radius of 4.00. Then if you see this, then it is automatically the same as this one. That's why this one is not named, it's not labeled. Then we have another circle here which is of radius 1.25. Then we have this, so this circle is the same as this one up. Yes, that's why this one is given R1.25, then this one is left blank. So you have to be keen about these objects. So another thing is that they've given you the distance between this circle to this circle, to the inner circle of this one. So these two circles are sharing a center, so they have a common center. You have to be notified about that. They share the center. So to move from this inner circle to this, from the center of this inner circle to the center of this one, then we shall be having a distance of 3.00. So normally in AutoCAD, what you have to know is that if there is a dimension whereby it's not given the units, just know that it is in millimeters. So the millimeters are is what they normally use for AutoCAD. So it depends. So if you're given an exam and they have given you architecture units or any units, you have to take the responsibility of going back and change to the given unit. So since they have given us 3.00, these are the default units which are normally used in AutoCAD worldwide. So now we have just understood that our distance from the inner circle of this to the inner of this is 3. Then they have given you also that from the inner circle of this part here to the center, we have this distance here is 0.75. So yes, after knowing all that information, you can go back to your AutoCAD and start your drawing. So now we shall start our drawing. What do we start with? We shall start by drawing the center line. Very important, the center line of this circle. Remember, if you start from the middle of the drawing, then these others will be simple. I'll be showing you how simplified they will be. So I'll start my drawing with the center lines. The center lines right here. So I select line, then I draw a line like that. This is my center line of the big circle. Then I go back to my image, so I'll also draw the center line of this. The distance between them is 3. So if I go back here, and now I use the offset tool, I'll just click on offset, then the they'll ask me for the distance. As you can see, specify offset distance. I'll put 3, so I'll put 3, then press enter. After, I'll select the object. So after selecting the object, after selecting the object here, yeah, so you come at the offset. After clicking offset, the distance is 3, you just press enter, then you select the object. So when you select it, then there you go. This is our these are our center lines. So we are having this circle, then it is 3 millimeters away from this big one. So that's why I've made a center line for this one, then even a center line for these 2 circles. So now the next step will be maybe drawing these circles. So to draw these circles, I may get a long line like this one, just for simplicity. Yes, so I'll go ahead and draw my circle. So the first circle here, it has a diameter of 2. I told you that this symbol represents diameter of 2. Then the bigger one is 3 millimeters diameter. So if I go back here and I draw, remember they have given us diameter. So if I click the drop down of the circle tool, I'll look for center diameter. So center diameter is here. So center diameter, I just click, this is my center here. So the first diameter, remember it was 2, then I can press OK. Then the second one, I will come back here. Already my center diameter is highlighted, so I'll just click into that center diameter, then I come to the same center, then I give it a 3 millimeters diameter. So after putting in 3, you just press enter. So you have your 2 circles here. You have your 2 circles right here. Yeah, so let me hope you now see how the circle tool is important. So I've used the center diameter tool. Then if you go back to our drawing here, we have these 2 circles also. So now they have given you that from the center of the 2 big circles which you have just drawn, to get the center of these 2 small circles, you can offset the distance from the center to 0.75. So 0.75, you'll be getting the center of these 2 small circles. Let's try it out and see. I'll just come here. Remember, this is my center for the 2 big circles. So to get the center for the 2 small circles, I'll have to offset this line down by 0.75 millimeters. So let's try it out. You come here and offset. They ask for distance, you put 0.75 right there, then you press enter. I select my object here, then I offset down. So when I offset down, remember from this center line to this, we have a distance of 3 millimeters. So now if we go back to our drawing, we have gotten the center of these 2 circles. So now we don't have its diameter. So now the diameters, the bigger diameter is 1.5, then the inner circle, the diameter is 0.75. So now we go to our AutoCAD. Then this one is not important because it's the whatever, the center for the bigger circle. So let's go remember you're still using the center diameter, and just for clarity, the bigger one is 1.5, the smaller one is 0.75. So the inner one being 0.75, then enter. Then the bigger will go back to center radius. The bigger one is 1.5. 1.5, enter. So now we're having our two circles right there. So we go back to our drawing. So we have drawn these two circles and these two. So there is also the bigger one right here, then even another circle here. So now to get the radius of this bigger circle, which is tangent to these two bigger ones and these two small ones, what we do, because this circle here, it is similar to this one down, so they have labeled only the downer one. It is 4.00 millimeters, so it means that even this one is 4.00. So let us try to draw the upper one. So remember now, here they have given us the radius. We are having the radius, not the diameter. So if we go back to AutoCAD, we shall be getting the center radius right there. But now, before going to center radius, this circle here, which is which is at a radius of 4.00 millimeters, it's touching some point of this bigger circle and another point on this smaller circle. So now we shall say that there is a tangent here and a tangent right here on these two circles. So whenever a circle touches 2 points, so those 2 points become tangent to those circles, to that particular circle. So now what we do, we shall press the drop down. We get the tangent and radius. So you select the tangent, here, tangent, specify point on the first object. So the first tangent will be here, then the second one, you can just put it here, then you move your cursor where you want the center to be. So the center of my circle will be in this position. So you put the radius is 4, then enter. So now you have your big circle like this. Yes, so you need to be careful when you're drawing this circle. After selecting the first tangent and the second one, you place your cursor where you want the center of the circle to be. If you put it up here, the circle will be up, it will be facing up here. So I wanted my bigger circle to be facing down, that's why my cursor was down here. So now our work is dirty. You can clean it up by highlighting all what you have done. Then we make use of the trim tool right there. So we only need this part here, so we shall delete all these parts which we don't like. So after deleting this, I can right click, then enter, then I select this, I tap on it, then I erase it. So now I'm having my circle of 4 millimeter diameter. So now I'll be making another circle which is down here. Yes, which is down here, and to check it, it is of radius 1.25. So we follow the same procedures. Tan radius, we have a tangent here and a tangent here. Then I put my cursor where I want the center to be. Then I put 1.25. Then you press enter. So now you're having this. I highlight, then I trim off what I don't like. This is what I don't like. So you right click, then enter. So now here you are. So this is your drawing. So if you take a close look at this drawing, you will find that what is here on my right hand side, it is the same as what is on the left hand side, but the difference is that this one on the left is just inverted, but they are the same drawings. So what you do to simplify your work, what you can do, you can make use of the mirror tool. So I will just select all these and all the circles, then I use the mirror tool, mirror here, then I'll use the midpoint, the middle, and then they'll ask you to erase the source objects. No. So now if I use the mirror tool, they'll give me this, but remember this one has to be facing up. It has to face up. So now if we come at our drawing, this one we need to face this one up. So if I apply again a mirror on this very object, if I apply a mirror, so we shall get the one which is inverted, and it's what is required in our drawing. So I'll just come and select again all these, and this one too, then this one. So if I apply a mirror, I'll select the center. I'll select the center from this point up to this point, and you can see that it's already there. So when they ask you whether to keep the original or not, you can say that you don't need the original. So now after that, you can see that this is the exact shape which is required in our question, and everything is exactly as it was asked. So now before labeling this, I'll be showing you another important step. If you don't use the mirror option, because it might be difficult for starters or for beginners, you can also do this manually. You can do this manually, and you refrain from using the mirror option if you find it difficult. So now in the next video, I'll be showing you how to draw this, simply without using the mirror option. Then in that very video, we shall have to label this diagram or this picture, and we make it as it was in the question. So now let's stop here, and I'll be showing you how to label in the next video, and the other second step of drawing this diagram without using the mirror.